Today's topic is emotional first aid. Before we get into emotional health and emotional first aid, let's take a step back and get a reminder of physical health. What is physical health? Do you remember? It's how well your body functions. Living an active lifestyle and taking care of your body. And what are some things that we do to improve our physical health? This is kind of the obvious type of health. We might exercise. We might eat well-balanced meals. We might get enough sleep. We might find ways to manage our stress. And we probably go to the doctor and dentist maybe once or twice a year as needed for preventative care. So, what is emotional health? Do you remember our definition? It's how you react to events in your life. Being able to understand and express your feelings would be another way to explain emotional health. Can you think of some things we do to improve our emotional health? We can think easily about things we do to improve our physical health, but what about our emotional health? These are some ideas. Having good ways to express your feelings, as opposed to keeping it bottled in or yelling and screaming or hitting things. How about taking time to relax every day? Taking time to share with other people and asking for help when you need it. Therapy and counseling are other options to improve emotional health as well. And learning and practicing emotional first aid, which we will go over today. All right. Can you think of some examples of physical injuries? How about getting a broken leg, a chipped tooth, having a headache, something that's affecting our physical body, right? What about an emotional injury? It's a little tougher to think about. These are some examples: loneliness, failure, and rejection. So as we move to the video later today, these three will be covered in terms of what emotional injuries are. Loneliness, failure, and rejection. So what is loneliness? Loneliness is feeling emotionally or socially disconnected from those around you. It doesn't even mean that you're all by yourself. You could be surrounded by people and still feel lonely because you aren't connected. And we're seeing some huge issues with this right now, with people staying home, not coming to school or coming to school only every other day, not being able to go to places they used to and participate in activities that they used to. And then next is another emotional injury would be failure. So failure means lack of success. When someone doesn't do something, especially something that you expected, or when something no longer works, we might say it fails, right? Or you failed at this. Failing to perform a duty or expected action. Maybe it was expected that you would make the team or get straight A's or get the job, and you didn't. Sorry, I'm having some clicking issues. All right, and then rejection. Rejection is to refuse to accept, consider, or believe something. You just completely reject it. You don't want to acknowledge that it has happened. Maybe a boyfriend or girlfriend has broken up with you and you just, nope, didn't happen. I'm not going to even accept that happened. That would be rejection. You may have been rejected, right, when the boyfriend or girlfriend broke up with you, but you can also reject that, right, not accept it. Kind of work both ways. All right, here's a question for you. Do you ever worry or ruminate? Ruminate is going to be covered in the video, so I wanted to make sure we cover this. Ruminate means you're thinking very deeply about something. You're likely to be so lost in thought that you stare off into space and don't hear people when they call your name. Can you think of any examples when you have ever done this? You're just thinking maybe, about a person, about a game, something you have to do. You're so lost in thought that it's completely consuming you. Ruminating about upsetting events can become a costly habit because spending so much time focused on upsetting and negative thoughts, by spending so much time on those negative thoughts, you're actually putting yourself at significant risk for developing clinical depression, alcoholism, eating disorders, and even heart disease, cardiovascular disease. There is a huge connection between the body and the mind. And think about it. Does worrying or ruminating help? It usually doesn't. Okay, your assignment is called Emotional First Aid. So, first thing to do is watch the video. It's about 17 minutes long. It's a TED Ed video. It's a pretty interesting story about this man and his identical twin and how he struggled with his emotional health. There's an article connected to this topic for you to read as well. And then the assignment is submitted on Schoology. And if you have any questions, please email me. Otherwise, good luck. Work on your emotional health, and I will see you soon.